A house that is divided against itself can never ever stand. True. So they must come back again to the real reason why they decided to go ahead with this particular. Like I mentioned, the late president of Mosop now, Ken Saro-Wiwa, who believed in the ideologies of a better Ogoni land and tried his best to make sure he fronted that cause. I mean, did everything in his past, and at the end of the day, gave up with the ultimate sacrifice of death, for the same cause. Not because he was a thief, but because of these particular cause. So I think they must go back to their roots, because obviously, when the history of a people are not known at times, it seems like the people who come in the future abuse things almost immediately. You need to bring back the history, probably to explain to them. And for those who are reconciling or trying to reconcile these factions, I think that should be the base of the reconciliations. Bring back the story of the Ogoni Nine. Bring back Ken Saro-Wiwa.
Simply reminding them the ideal
remind them
the
of how much sacrifice has been paid for this cause in the past, and how big of a failure they would be if at the end of the day all they do is fight against each other
for the leadership of the movement.
Exactly, and make the cause look unserious. Now, ordinarily, they don't even need. It's not utmostly important that there is a leader. The leader just organizes things and probably just fronts the cause. It's not because the system is about leadership. I don't know if I'm making sense.
Or it could be benefits that would be gotten if you are the one fronting the cause. As I said, there's some groups or movements
that's where I think
that
it's
have
coming
leaders
from.
who come in and then they get
Very
benefits
true.
that
Very true.
would make other people want to get in as well.
This benefit that is making these things happen, these factions and everything, not just here. In the other places we've seen factions, is as a result of the benefits. But ordinarily, the cause was not because of, it was not because of the benefit of any one individual. Like I said, it was not because of the benefit of Ken Saro-Wiwa. And I don't think anybody coming up now to look at his own self first before he looks at the cause, I don't think the person is still in the right direction. What could cause divisions? I don't know exactly. But I don't think it will be more than pockets, people, and causes of personal interest.
All right.
If it was for the interest of the people,
generally, there would be a common ground.
Yes, there would be a common ground for us to say, okay, we are going to comfortably go and elect, or maybe do the elections, and whoever wins would go represent us. And pride is another thing. So whatever it is, give it up for the cause, And if at the end of the day you claim to be a Mosop leader and your people that you're fighting for, the Ogoni people, they don't really survive, like the name Survival of the Ogoni people says, then you have failed. Because at the long run, you've just collected the baton from the founding fathers. You run your own course. And one day we'll sit back and look back at your own time as one of the leaders. Because take it or leave it, I'm sure these three people are some of the finest names when it comes to, or the biggest names when it comes to Mosop here in, or maybe in Ogoni land. So they must find a common ground.
All right,
and
then.
No matter what the pains are, maybe their grievances are, please look back at what Ken Saro-Wiwa laid down, the foundations he and the Ogoni Nine laid before this time, and try to work with it going forward. If things must continuously improve for the Ogoni people, like I said, I mentioned the big local governments, Kanago, Kanatai, and the others, LMA, then definitely they must come under the same umbrella of peace to drive that one cause forward.
All right, let's open the phone lines now and get your opinion on the matter. We're asking the question, do you think that movements such as Mosop in the long run forgets the ideal, the real reason why they were created in the first place? The selfish interests spring up later, and then, some persons or some factions begin to come up because they too have to pursue their interests. And is that how such movements should be? Because look at different movements, not just in Ogoni land, but also in the Niger Delta. We see that in the long run, there is a diversion away from the original idea. It now becomes a tussle for who should be head, who shouldn't be leader, who is bigger, or a much more prominent figurehead. Because there are benefits that come with it.
An old Chinese Korean proverb says, where there is conflict, there is profit.
Of course.
So where there is jostling, something must be involved.
All right, let's get to hear from you now. 0817-00000951 or 0810-9510-951. Also, do you see the reconciliation that would be ongoing or that they just kick-started? Do you see it yielding anything, somewhat reducing the crisis within the movement, Musab? Send in your messages as well to the number 0701 9339 962. Let's get to hear from you. 95.1 FM.
Good afternoon, West.
Good afternoon.
Yes, my name is Comrade Embry. For me, why we are having all this Buhaha in Mossop, the position is seriously looking very attractive. And that is not the way Ken Saro-Wiwa started it and also used his life to pay for the Ogonis. And today, I don't know whether they've really forgotten where they are coming from. Whatever that is attracting them, I think they should make it less attraction. And how they can better the life of the Ogonis. Because so people have paid the supreme price. And now, if them in their own time like this, they will begin to polarize it and allow politicians to also come in between them and scuttle a lot of things, and things are not really going the way it's supposed to have been. But for my own advice, all of them should sink their differences. If they will even listen to me, all the three contenders, they should step down and look out for neutral person to take up the leadership and carry everybody along. And that will settle the whole thing. Thank you very much. I remain Comrade Embry.
All right, thank you so much, Comrade Braid. Good afternoon, 95.1.
Superman, good afternoon. Wells, I greet you.
I greet you, Lawson. Welcome.
Yes, I don't know. The problem with the Ogonis is that let them look right, look left, look center, and check. Nobody is fighting them. They are the ones always fighting themselves. I don't understand. Nobody is fighting them. They are the ones fighting themselves. The first time it was the Ogoni 4. They labeled them vultures and killed them. Before you know, another set get up. And then the next thing, another 9 of their prominent sons.
Yeah.
First 4 of their prominent sons were killed. Secondly, by themselves. Secondly, another of their 9 prominent sons were also killed. I mean, anytime something wants to go, now look at it. 3 factions. Why? What is the reason? Let them start themselves, within themselves. You understand? And check. Is it that they are putting their personal interest first before the interest of the Ogoni people? Is that what they are doing? Because there is no reason why you will come up, they cannot just understand themselves at any point in time. Why? Somebody look at a man like Ken Saro-Wiwa, somebody I consider a real, those days, today when they say agitation, people are agitating and all that. The Ken Saro-Wiwa was a real agitator, a man who sacrificed everything he had for a cause. In fact, for me, he committed class suicide himself and Isaac Boro. Those are the 2 people I consider as agitators of the Niger Delta, real agitators, people who sacrifice. So I feel that with all that have happened, I expect them to know better and organize themselves, come together, work, you understand, in one direction. See now they are scattered, three factions. For what? No, I think that they should come together and organize themselves. I think that's the only way it can work out for them. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Lawson. Okay, well, we lost that call. Okay, let's see if we can take some messages from the message portal. The phone line still opens 00009.
Mr. Wisdom Obina.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah. Well, Obina, you guys are not making this afternoon show interesting anymore. You people will take so much time analyzing and will not give us time to talk.
But you have your time now.
It's not much. You give us some time, 7 minutes for the whole callers, which is not good.
This is not 7 minutes. You still have time. Go ahead. Just go ahead.
Like the sports show, you people did just 5 minutes before you open the phone line.
Go ahead. You have your time.
All right. You see, Mr. Wisdom Obina, sincerely looking at what some of these Ogoni sons are doing, is really painting or tarnishing the image of the Ogoni ethnic group, in the sense that in the long run, it will make other people to begin to run away from them or to do things with them. Because these people, these people have always shown the kind of division in every place they found themselves, which is not good. Look at the APC party, you see Magnus Abe bringing division. Look at the Awara and his group, you see the other man, I've forgotten his name, bringing division, the this thing, running mate of Awara. He brought division, betrayed him. Look at the woman at Tapadu. She brought division and so many things. Their own ways of doing things is really tarnishing their image. And with time, people will begin to be afraid to do things with them, knowing that tomorrow they will cause division.
All right, Mr. Sam.
Now, looking at this issue of what are they fighting for? Is it for a common cause or is it for a personal cause? Whereby you see people right from the day of the cleanup, you see different division, everything they will bring in division, different division that they try to go through that process, whereby it took much time before they start that cleanup issue. And now you see, I don't understand what they are doing. Eh? So what I'm trying to let them understand is that let them come together and begin to reason as one. So that tomorrow they will be able to achieve something reasonable, even if it happens to be the number one man of this thing. If not, if it comes to that, there will be division and it will all not work out. So, but let them go and sit down and learn about what they will do.
Mr. Sam? Oh, there, we lost you there. Sincerest apologies. Keep your calls coming in. Let's talk about Musab and how this would affect the movement. Do you think that in the long run, part of such movements, they forget what the idea or the ideals that forms the foundation for creating such movements? Do they just forget, or do we just start thinking of ourselves more than we think of the people? I mean, you cannot be, moving with such agitation and then there is a problem of leadership, because in the end of the day, you understand that the idea behind forming this is to ensure that, the people, everyone enjoys the dividend of the movement. 95.1 FM.
Yes. Yes, and good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, my name is Reginald. I'm calling from Secretary. Concerning the issue that you people are discussing, for me, I will start this way. It is a shame, very big shame, for those who claim to be the leaders in the Ogoni, that a movement founded by late King Sarajewa, a movement that is supposed to be for the good and development of the people, has now been turned a political battlefield, just like APC and PDP. For personal interest and not for the interest, that movement is no longer for the interest of the Ogoni people, but for interest of few individuals. It will be difficult at this moment to reconcile them. The reason is simply this way. These factions have political interest. There are factions that are loyal to either PDP side of it. There are factions that are loyal to either APC side of it. The way I am looking at it now.
So political party affiliation could be playing out as well. All right.
Yes.
All right.
There are issues of political party affiliation. And again, too, remember that there are too much money in the Ogoni land. And this too much money that we have in the Ogoni land, that is why these people are struggling for personal interest. For personal interest.
All right, thank you. Thank you for your contribution.
But I wish if they at the end of the day can reconcile.
Hopefully they do, because it will be for the good of the movement and the people as well. 95.1 FM.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Victor. I'm calling you from the Ogoni people. Because even the past how many years that the Lagos City Agbara leads the MUSOP, there is nothing to show. There is nothing to show that this is what a leader has provided for the people. So what are we talking about? They are just there for what their own interest, what they will have.
But they're not supposed to provide for the people. No.
I don't know. I was going to ask him, really. I mean, is there something being expected of the leader? You see, that's why I said with the leadership, it's either there is some sort of gain or profit. Because if he thinks that there's some sort of dividend that should be coming from the leadership of a single person, it then means that somewhere, somehow, monies are trickling in.
Well, ordinarily, it's not supposed to be so. But this is Nigerian. We see some political systems mobilize them. That's the word in Mali use. We just mobilize these people. But ordinarily, they're just supposed to push.
Yes,
then when
really
they push,
provide
when
at
they
that
push,
point.
then the government responds.
And
but
provides.
they don't make money from anywhere. So how should they be providing?
95.1 FM.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, my name is Chief Besso.
You're welcome.
Yes, I think I'm speaking from a very, very good foundation as a high chief from my community. I'm from Guara,
Okay.
in Kana local government area.
You're
of
welcome.
River State. Yeah, I think what is happening in the MUSOP is like what other people are saying. The ideas, the ideology behind the movement has been bastardized. It's no longer for a movement for the emancipation of these people. It was for the advancement of the interests of the Ogoni people that made Ken and other elders of the area form that movement to protect the interests of the people, especially the ecological interests of the people as at that time, from further devastation. Unfortunately, a group of leaders came in after the death of Ken Soriwa, including the Jadara himself. What value has he added to the life of the Ogoni people since he came in? Why is he insisting that he should continue being the president? Is it his father's office? Did they create that office? If there is no interest attached, why don't he resign after 4 years or 5 years as it's supposed to be? These are the type of people that don't have the Ogoni people as their interest. They don't have the protection of the people at heart. They have not added any value. And they want to stay, even if it was a political office, they want to insist on staying there. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that the leadership of the area now is not like what happened before. Somebody was dropping names in the last call. Please call that guy to order. He shouldn't drop names of Magnus and other Ogoni sons. There are divisions everywhere.
No. Sincerest apologies.
Even in the Ohanese, there's division.
Yeah, there are issues in different places.
Even in IYC, there is division. And let me tell you something that happened. If two partners in a business do not disagree, then one of the partners is irrelevant.
All right then. Thank you.
One of the partners is irrelevant. And so when there is disagreement, what that means is that there are ideas that is conflicting with the expectation of the other partner. And the partner is trying to create maybe new ideas why the other person is actually insisting on the
it shouldn't stop the team from moving forward, and
it shouldn't overwhelm the goal.
It shouldn't get to a point where you now drag your own factions just because you have new ideas. You drag your own faction. Mr. B drags his own faction. Mr. C drags his own factions, and we now have 3 factions for the same cause.
Yeah, the factions, some of which you are hearing, are not existing. That is the fact.
Okay.
Some of those factions doesn't really exist. You know the 2 factions that are there now.
Okay. All right.
The truth is that I'm sure we will not want people to say people cannot be decent with people because there's a disagreement. Look, that man that was talking from the Calabar ethnic area.
No,
if you don't
forget about him. We've apologized on his behalf, but thank you.
You should question him. People
Thank
like,
you.
Honorable Chief Manu Sabi, his name should not be dropped anyhow in discussions like this.
All right, thank you very much once again. Let's read some messages. This one says, I am Madison from Tai. This crop of agitators destroying what our late father Ken fought for are pleasure seekers, sitting cross-legged and breathing deeply, awaiting state elections and appointment to the detriment of the Ogoni people. They won't go unpunished, according to Madison. And this one says, good afternoon to you all. I'm a very enjoying you from PH. Let Ogoni people calm down and listen to themselves, then find the common enemies among. This one says, good afternoon, wisdom and wealth. The Ogoni crisis is never ending. It is as old as a man. The Ogoni crisis can only be compared to that of the Palestine and Israel dispute. The only difference is that the Ogonis are not fighting any other tribe but themselves. These are the people who want to produce the next governor of Rivers State, but they cannot organize a simple election in their flagship organization, the Mossab. Why should any other ethnic group in Rivers State ever take the Ogonis serious? These current Mossab rulers keep urinating on the grave of Ken Saro-Wiwa by their criminal actions, and that's coming from Relish. Keep the calls coming in, text messages as well, 0817 0000951 or 0810-9510-951. Messages to the number 0701-9339-962. Do you think that this movement, a lot of this movement, forget about the real idea and ideal behind the creation of the movement in the first place and start to pursue personal goal and interest? And do you think that Mossab would be able to get their house in order? Because really, who would listen to a divided house? What would you tell them? That we're fighting for the good of the Ogoni people, but we cannot come to terms with who should be leader and why this person shouldn't be representing us?
Well, ordinarily, to put this out there, the real reason why Mossab was formed had no business with becoming governor for Rivers State or anything like that. It was just because of the development of Ogoni land and not even the development of Rivers State or something like that. It's not about party. It's not about...
It was fighting for the nationality of
exactly,
these people.
Not just because of party or politics.
95.1 FM, good afternoon.
Hello, wealth and wisdom.
Good afternoon to you.
I call back. My name is Comrade Embry. You said there is nothing that will make them to provide anything. People shouldn't expect them to provide anything.
But they are a movement that is supposed to flag up the agitations of the people.
No, there is a caller that said they don't do anything. Even Marvin Yobana did not do anything. And you said, what did he have to do something for the Ogonis? The truth is that before they get to that position, how are they? And when they get to that position, they begin to live flamboyantly. They move with SUVs. So that is why people...
It means there's something there.
Hello?
It means there's something there.
There is something there. If there is nothing, when you get there, you are nothing. But after some time, you begin to live flamboyantly. You are going with different SUVs. Your family is living large. Why is it that the people that kept you there will not expect something? That is what is even happening in our Niger Delta agitation.
Right,
some of them were nothing, but at the end of the day, you begin to see them living large, going on with different SUVs with convoy and building skyscraper in foreign countries. So why is it that people will not expect them that they should be able to do something in their region? Or they've taken a Ghana Moscow or an envelope from the government. So that is the truth.
All right, then.
Thank you.
All right. I wanted to, reiterate what he had said. A lot of these people start off, looking normal, every other.
But this should pass a message. You can do all your talk, but we look at your actions. You entered there and probably you were just driving one car, and
now you have,
you have fleets of cars. You live in you left your house where you live and you built a better house. You bought other landed properties.
It means the idea wasn't the people in the first place.
Yes,
it was you.
And that's what gives the people the expectation. If you're living large, it means there's something coming in. Why are we not seeing it?
And that's pretty much why there's conflict, because everybody wants to taste what you've tasted. 95.1 FM.
Yeah, good afternoon, welcome.
Good afternoon.
Hello. What is happening in Ogoniland is not new at all. But what I want them to do is to disagree and agree at last. Let them do it not in a violent way, the way their forefathers have been doing this agitation. But I know that there's light, at the mouth of the corner. Finally, they will come to agree. It happens in every organization. So it's not a new thing, particularly to Goni people, So let the elders like WIFA, Marisa WIFA, Senator Girabi, and other ones, be there. They have a notable leaders that can call those people
to order.
Yes, they have, so that they can come in a round table. Okay, what is the problem? Because I know there are a lot of money coming into that organization through donors from abroad, NGOs, So they are not just, agitating to leave. Money is coming in, and not small money, in dollars. So what I want them to do is, after they disagree peacefully, let them come to round table and agree, so that they'll go to people forward. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much, Celoes, for your contribution. I'll take one more message and then we step out because reliable reliance is already here. I promise I won't take any second from your time. And this one says, good afternoon, wisdom and wealth. Ogoni people should learn from history. This kind of infighting is exactly what led to the death of prominent Ogoni sons. They should use their tongue to count their teeth, and that's coming from Lucky in PH. Thank you very much for your calls and text messages. We really, really appreciate it. That's pretty much what makes the show even interesting. And hopefully, a lot of this movement come to the realization that they're not fighting for themselves, but for the people. And until that happens, we probably would not enjoy any kind of benefits from all of these groups scattered across the Niger Delta. Wealth Wilson, I did the show with Wisdom Obina, and it's time for us to step up for today's Sports Live. Reliable Reliance already here to take over. Do stay tuned and have an amazing afternoon.
Port Harcourt, are you ready? Today, 95.1 FM. The radio has never been this good. Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
This is what we've waited for. The showdown. The fastest men in the world.
Hearts racing.
One light, two lights. They're backing off and backing.
Pulse rising.
Who will come out on top? Who'll take 3 lights more? Who's ready to be the star?
The anticipation.
Powerful, strong, compact. Tyson get right hold all the way. He's looking right.
The heart stops. Catch the sports gang on Sports Attack Mondays through Fridays, 7:30 a.m. and today's Sport Live, 3 to 4 p.m. and also on the weekends, 1 to 6 p.m. Only on your premium sports radio. Today, 95.1 FM.
Hello, my name is Kanu Wanko, aka Papilo. For the latest and trending sports stories, always listen to Today Sports Live on Today 95.1 FM Port Harcourt.
It is surely not our time who are just coming into the studio that is up, but the time of Odion Judy Gallo as a Manchester United player was up, or is up maybe, as he bid farewell to Manchester United yesterday to continue his sojourn over there in China. But for us, we are just coming into the show to greet you. Good afternoon and welcome to the show. Thank you very much for staying tuned to this dial. Today 95.1 FM is the midweek edition of Today Sports Live. reaching you from this particular frequency, the city, Port Harcourt. And of course, we are your premium news talk and sport radio station. You're listening to the voice of your reliable radio spokesman, the classical gentleman. My name is Reliable Reliance Udayan. Now you can't listen to me, just me alone. I feel like Liverpool these days never walk alone because the Dogu one of sport is always there to offer me company. If he lives,
Reliance, good afternoon.
Any
to
day
you.
lives,
Good afternoon
I
to
miss
you,
the
Reliance.
company.
Good afternoon to our listeners out there. It's always a pleasure to be here. Lots of the stories to talk about, the good, the bad, the ugly.
I love the way you put that. All right, I also have Isabella Ekoma on the show this afternoon. Great to have you join us, Isabella.
It's always a pleasure to be here to talk sports, and greeting every other person listening to us this afternoon.
That voice sends some spark of motivation down my spine.
It says a sonorous voice.
Honestly speaking,
It can drive a man crazy.
I'm going to
A
be
man who doesn't
vibing
have
on
control.
the show. All right, the show is packaged to be very interactive and, of course, very interesting to your listenership. Thank you very much for always being there. We'll talk about the sport festival. The possibility of having the sport festival come up is on the bulletin again. Will it be cancelled? Or would there be a continuation after several postponements? You have to stay tuned to listen to that one. We'll also look at the live match that will be coming up in about under 55 minutes between Rivers United and Kano Pillars. They'll be having a rescheduled match for match day 6. It is who is going to emerge victorious. It's a cracker, I must tell you, that particular fixture. High-flying Rivers United and, of course, perennial winners of the league and, should I say, experienced side in the league, talking about Kano Pillars. And also look at what is going to come down today, later this evening in Europe. Thomas Tuchel, the Chelsea manager, will be on the sideline for the first time as a Chelsea boss. What awaits him? But here is what is happening in the Nigerian scene. Kennedy Boboye, the Akwa United manager, has been banned and fined by the LMC. Details coming to you on the show. You have your feedback platforms. You have your feedback platforms to air your contribution on the show. SMS and WhatsApp portal is double at 0701-933-9962. 0701-933-9962. On Twitter, we are at Today95.1. You can Twitter. That's copy me at Reliable Rely. Emeka's handle is at Dana Emeka. You can copy any of us and your tweet will be read live on the show. Much later, phone lines will be thrown open for your taking. Let's kick off with the National Sport Festival. The Edo State Governor Obaseki, says his state is ready to host the National Sport Festival, but expressed fears over lack of funds to host 11,500 athletes and officials at the 20th edition of the sports meet. Obaseki disclosed this when he received members of the main organizing committee from the Federal Ministry of Youth and Sports Development and the local organizing committee who paid him a costly visit in Benin yesterday. Obaseki said, and I quote, "Since March last year, you know the financial strength of most states, subnationals, and countries. For us as a state, we are ready to host, but don't have the funds at this point in time to host the games. This is the plain truth. If the federal government, however, in its wisdom decides to bring the funding for the games, we will be too willing to host the country. We have to live with COVID-19 because it has come to stay. Even with the vaccination, the virus will still be around. Canceling the games is not the solution to this issue. We have to sit down and look at all these issues critically before reaching a final decision." Edo State Governor speaking. Remember, his deputy, Philip Shabo, is the chairman of the local organizing committee for the National Sports Festival. But this is the governor speaking, Governor Obaseki. We have the readiness, or we've expressed readiness, or we are ready to host the games, but there is no money. And I ask, shouldn't we cancel this sport festival once and for all? I mean, from where I sit, I'm tired of all this talk, postponement and all that. Right? Isabella, let me start with you.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't think canceling it will be a solution. Just as they postponed it all this time is because of the COVID-19. And it has come to stay. It's just for those measures to be put in place so that people know what they are doing during the festival. The thing is, nothing works without money. You can be ready for anything, but if you don't have money, how can you be able to execute it? And he's been honest here. He has said he doesn't have the money to accommodate over 11,000 athletes that will be competing in various sports. But if it's the facilities, everything is there. But we are talking about COVID-19. All those measures should be put in place. So cancelling it, of course, is no longer a question here. The question is for the federal government to approve money, help them. They are crying out for help. They've come out publicly to say they don't have money. So it's left for the federal government to help them. At least these athletes have been preparing all this while.
Yeah.
You won't now tell them that you've cancelled it. It will make them lazy and all that. And the uncertainties in the country, they will count it as one of the things that is happening in Nigeria after all their hard work in the gym and all that, and the festival is cancelled. So I think the federal government should
step in.
Yeah, should step in
financially.
Of course.
Emeka,
they have done that before, the federal government.
Yeah.
You recall the 2014 games. The 2014 National Sports Festival was supposed to be held in Calabar, Cross River State Capital. Lack of funds made sure that competition did not hold in 2014, in 2015, in 2016, 2017. Federal government had to even host it in Abuja in 2018. So we have been through this road before. I think it's only wise for the federal government to come to the rescue of the state government. They are prepared so much, invested a whole lot in infrastructure, putting logistics in place. But right now they are crying out there. I mean, it was supposed to hold almost a year ago. They didn't hold there. Postponements after postponements, and they are tired. The monies are not forthcoming. There are even more important things to invest these monies in. We have the COVID-19 ravaging everywhere in the country, and you can't have 1 billion naira and to be hosting festival when they're supposed to take care of lives of individuals.
Emeka, and I ask again, if the federal government will have to be stepping in to assist states who are built to host this festival in several occasions, what's even the essence of having this sports festival?
No. The thing is this: there's a force majeure situation here. When they got the hosting rights in 2018, during the National Sports Festival, the last edition in Abuja, then nobody thought of coronavirus coming up in 2020.
Sure.
Nobody saw this one coming. So if not for coronavirus, these games would have been concluded long ago.
Now,
It was supposed to start on the 22nd of
the
March
Olympics
and end on the
should have even
exactly. Olympics was postponed. There's even talks of cancelling the Olympics right now. The IOC are meeting today to decide whether the Olympics will even go ahead today. This year, as a matter of fact, the tournaments have been cancelled already. Everywhere in the world, sports was affected, and as during the lockdown, as a matter of fact, the budget is also increasing because you have to maintain these facilities. You have built stadiums, you have put certain structures in place. You have to maintain them in the course of the lockdown, and that's what those state governments are complaining right now. They didn't envisage this. It's not entirely their fault because the budget is huge. And you have to maintain, you have to take care of these athletes, you have to, put all these facilities in place, set up the games village. It's been up since.
No, here's the thing.
It's not necessarily their fault.
Yeah, this is more like an exceptional situation.
Sure,
but you made reference to it, to what happened.
Yeah, I remember that one. That one was purely the Cross River State situation because they said the budget was too high. It was beyond their the cost of hosting the competition was beyond their budget. So at the end of the day, they couldn't go ahead. Solomon Dalong was the sports minister then. The federal government eventually decided to host it in 2018.
Now, whoever hosts any event, any sporting event, should make money. Is the National Sports Festival making money for the host states?
They are supposed to make money. I think that was last week. The news filtered in that each athlete will register with about 2,500 naira or so, and we are hearing about the possibility of making well over 50 million or thereabout from the festival alone in terms of registration. But that's not enough. You're putting these athletes, all of them, in the games village. Now there's COVID-19 protocols.
There
must be
very expensive.
There must be testing. Yes, you buy those kits, and what have you. So the budget has even increased further right now. So it's very difficult for the state government to go ahead with the hosting of the competition.
All right, there you have it. The sports festival, they are poised to continue to host it. That is the state government, but they are crying out for funds, begging for the federal government to come and intervene in this particular case. We move away from that. There is the Nigerian National League, I beg your pardon, was scheduled to kick off sometimes earlier, but right now it has been postponed because
it was supposed to kick off this Saturday.
This coming Saturday, right?
Yes,
fine.
It
has been shifted.
So it has been postponed until Wednesday, the 3rd of February 2021. And here's the reason. NNL says only 1 out of 46 teams has met requirements for registration as of yesterday. And for that reason, I mean, you are looking at 46 teams.
Only one.
Only one.
With 4 days to the commencement of the league.
So they didn't have any choice to postpone it. Emeka, feels like there was no other thing they could do.
Funny enough, the NL is dubbed the most important league in the country.
Surely.
Because it's the conveyor belt to the MPFL. A lot of these players Gordon Igalo played in the NNL. Gino Locosa played in First Bank before going to Kano Pillars. Tosin Omoyole played for Shu United before moving over to Plateau and then Eyimba now. At the end of the day, this league is so important. But unfortunately, since 2019, they haven't played any match. 2019 December, no thanks to administrative issues. This is not even down to coronavirus because it has nothing to do with it. 2019 December, they went on Christmas break. They didn't come back till coronavirus started in March 2020. Until date, they haven't even resumed their financial issues and what have you. They are owing referees from the previous season. A lot of issues surround this league, and it's very, very pathetic. As it stands right now, it doesn't look like the teams are even ready. There was supposed to be monies coming in from FIFA for the COVID-19 palliatives.
That's still waiting for that.
The clubs have not gotten theirs. The clubs have not got it. Even the MPFA clubs they got only 50%.
Yeah.
So at least it would have cushioned the effect of the pandemic on some of these clubs. We know that a lot of them are privately owned, and if the MPFA clubs are not making money, then
how much more
the NNL clubs? They are struggling financially, and at the end of the day, they haven't met the registration formalities. And the NNL, they are going to hold a congress, an extraordinary congress this weekend.
It's
on
the 30th.
It's a congress. Yes, on Saturday.
Yeah.
That was the day the league was supposed to start.
Yeah.
They had a congress that where they ascertained the commencement of the league, but here we are, only one team out of 46. Come on, this is pure failure.
Would that have anything to do with COVID-19 protocol? I mean, we're talking about registration here.
Okay.
Yeah.
What would the registration formalities now we are looking at? I'm thinking, would it have anything to do with COVID-19 protocol? Because the NWFL rather is not ongoing at the moment due to failure of clubs to meet up the COVID-19 formalities and requirements. And I'm thinking if that is the case here.
Well, you would. That they've been looking for excuses. The NNL, just as Emeka said, 2019 it should have started. What was the excuse? There was no excuse then till the COVID-19 started. But then everybody knows that COVID-19 affected many things. Financially, the world is still even trying. Many organizations haven't even recovered from what it costs. So I think it also has a little bit of it, not really the main issue.
Okay.
NNL there are a lot of controversies in the NNL in Nigeria. Yes, it's it's dubbed the most important league.
Only on paper.
That's on paper. We're talking about a league that has 46 teams and just one.
Just one.
Of course, just
with
one.
4 days to the
with
commencement
4 days
of the
to the commencement. That means they are not really serious in commencing the league. And you know how they did their draws. They didn't even do it the normal ways draws are. It's as if they just the clubs were not even represented during the draws. They just came out.
You can understand that one because of the pandemic.
COVID
pandemic. People are not allowed to come together.
They should have come, even if it's visually, but they didn't. They just saw the draws, and you are just paired in groups, and they accepted it. Up till now, nothing has happened. So the COVID-19, yes, is part of it, but the NNL has its own issues on its own.
So let them borrow a leaf from Aisha Faloday's NWFL.
And shift it for a month?
No. The league started already. This one, they haven't even started. Before the league commenced, the women league commenced, Aisha Falode insisted that if you don't meet up with the registration formalities, you will be, deregistered.
Yeah.
She did that. 5 teams at some point failed to meet up. They were pardoned. They were pardoned, and of course, the 2 of them were eventually deregistered. Heartland Queens and Adamawa Queens. They are not playing the league right now. We have 14 teams instead of 16. We have played 4 matches. Match day 5 suspended due to failure of COVID-19 compliance and what have you from the clubs. Let them borrow a leaf from these guys, and they have said from that release that by I think this weekend. Monday precisely, if the teams do not comply, that they will be withdrawn from the NNL. Let's see whether they'll be able to.
45 teams, Emeka.
You expect a late hour rush.
Okay.
Yes, right now. You expect a lot of them to rush to see whatever they can do to meet up with the formalities. At the end of the day, if we have a reasonable number, I mean, I think 46 is even too much.
Too much.
You know, they have four groups: A1, A2, B1, B2. You know, about over 10 teams each group, and I think it's too much. You know, we should have a sizable amount of teams that we can manage properly. Look at what we are passing through here.
All right, so you're optimistic that if the club meet up their requirements in terms of registration, the league would kick off. No more administrative issues.
That's what they said. That's what they said. But I'm not optimistic because we've been through this road severally. You know, it's the usual thing here in Nigeria.
Okay.
We don't have a regular football calendar, and each time we say we're going to start the league on XYZ date, it doesn't start. Over the past 6-7 years now, that has been the case. So I won't be surprised they eventually postpone it again. They say the new date will be 3rd of February, not 30th of January any longer. But I won't be surprised if it doesn't start that 3rd of February.
Today's Sports Live is the program you're listening to. You can air your contribution in the meantime via our SMS and WhatsApp portal 0701-933-9962. Twitter at Today FM 951. As reliable, relies my handle. Follow me and drop your comment. Copy me as well. Copy Emeka at Dana Emeka. Should the National Sport Festival be cancelled? Because right now, the states built to host it, Edo State, after putting much preparations in terms of facilities and infrastructures, are begging on the federal government to come to their aid financially. And how about the NNL? Postponed because just 1 out of 46 teams built to take part in the league has met requirements protocols. Well, let's move away from that. More bit of not good news. I mean, not good news, but this is neither good news as well, because Harlan FC defeated Akwa United 2-1. Akwa United took the lead in that encounter, and in the end, it was Harlan who smiled. I think that was their second win of the season against Akwa United after beating Enyimba the previous match day. And the coach of Akwa United wasn't happy about the officiating. Listen to what he said after that match.
It's a shame. I honestly don't have anything to say because we can never grow like this without officiating like this. It's a shame to Nigerian football that we are still on this level. Any team that wants to win should win in a platform, in a very good platform, not by cheating. I'm highly disappointed in the referees. Highly. 2 goals the team scored was not a goal. They were not supposed to be a goal. The first penalty was not a penalty. The second goal was an offside goal. Okay? The officiating is poor.
And Emeka Dena said, if you talk anyhow, you see anyhow. Kennedy Beboye has been fined 250,000 naira and banned for 1 match after that comment you just listened to, after his side were defeated by Heartland FC on match day 6, 2-1. The LMC said Boboye's comments made after the Heartland vs Akwa United match amounted to a breach of paragraph 7 of Appendix B, that is Code of Conduct for Managers and Coaches, in bracket, public criticism of match officials, and C1.1 of the framework of the rules of the LMC, of the MPFL rather. In addition to the 250,000 naira fine, the Akwa United boss will also serve a 1-match ban from effective on match day 7. The club itself, Akwa United, has also been fined a total of 3 million naira. But this doesn't have anything to do with the Heartland FC match. It has to do with the encounter that went down after the match day 5 fixture against Wiki Tourists. LMC alleges certain members of Akwa United contingent accosted and harassed match officials as they made their way to the changing room immediately after the match, in the process of which the assistant referee number 2 sustained injuries to his head and face. LMC said in a statement, and I quote, the acts according to the charge amounted to a breach of Rule B8.21, that's failure to ensure adequate security for match officials, and C1.1, that's misconduct of the framework of and rules of the MPFL. So there you have it. Akwa United are required within 48 hours of the date of the notice to either submit to the summary jurisdiction and the sanctions or face a commission. Sabella. Right call by the LMC. We always want the LMC to bring down heavy hammer on clubs who misbehave so that it can serve as deterrent to others. So you think it's the right call by the LMC on this one?
Wow. It's the right call. It's something that we know would have happened. You know, when you want to complain as an official, as a coach or a player, complain inside your living room. Because when you make it public, expect anything. He was so angry in that we all heard it. He actually questioned the referees that officiated, the officials, that why they did all that. And apart from that, the other officials attacked the officiate, that's the referees
in their previous match.
In their
that's
previous match. That's in their so it's as if they are waiting for them. Okay. You understand?
Yeah.
We are talking about this is not the first time it's happening, and you came out publicly to accuse the referees of poor officiating and that we should have gone past this level. Are you saying that they are not even qualified to be referees in that particular game? He has questioned their credibility and all that.
All right.
But he was very emotional. And that's one thing you have to control in football. No matter what happens, no matter the results,
control your emotions.
Because at the end of the day,
you have a disciplined body watching you.
Of course, and I know he has listened to this, and he will be shocked how he lets the words he lets out. Yes, I know he's angry and all that, but then 250,000, it's going to cost him, and when it costs him next time,
it's less than 20% of his salary. At that
I know. Despite that, we're talking about a ban also.
Yeah, it's just one match ban against Canopy last.
No matter what, you don't just throw away money.
You just came in from that aspect. Now the sanctions sufficient enough?
No, the thing is this: they are laid down already. So it's not as if LMC created these sanctions because of what Boboye did or what Aqua United did.
It's been there.
You see, they quoted the rule book, the framework and the rules guiding the LMC for this season, the MPFL for this season. They only refer to the rule book and meted out those sanctions. So, whether it's appropriate or not is not even the question here now. Except there will be a review sometime, in the coming season.
Next Congress.
But, yeah, exactly. But as far as this season is concerned, that's what is applicable. You also saw the fine handed over to, I think, a similar fine to the Jigawa Golden Stars.
Yeah.
He also was.
He confronted the referee.
Exactly, complained about officiating and what have you, and they also fined him 250,000 naira like Boboye and banned him for their
2 matches.
Okay, 2 matches. And at the end of the day, it's a question of applying the rule book. But if you look at it, some of these actions compared to what happens abroad, in the Premier League. About a week or two ago, we saw a manager complain bitterly about officiating, saying the referee is not supposed to come near the pitch or something like that. The Premier League fined him.
Even Antonio Conte of Inter Milan recently.
So it's a question of action and consequences. You do behave in a particular way that is contrary to how you're supposed to behave with respect to the rule book, then you face the consequences. That's what we are seeing right now.
But Meka, what happens to the officials?
Well, over time, if it is over time, we have seen officials in the MPFL sanctioned in such a way that they are not even permitted to officiate games for that season. Some of them banned for 5 matches, 7 matches, as the case may be.
Down to the end.
Exactly. We have seen that happen in the MPF in Nigerian football before. So it's not a new thing. But in that case, you have to first of all ascertain the fact that we are not competent enough. They didn't perform creditably well. If after review of the videos and what have you, the LMC feels somehow the officials performed well, then there wouldn't be any need to punish them because the punishment has already gone to the other party. That being said, if it is ascertained that they perform below expectation, below the standard, and they did not apply the rules very well, then the referees bodies can eventually withdraw them from the recommendation of the LMC. It has happened severally in the past. We are waiting. We didn't hear anything about the referees. Maybe they were given the all clear by the LMC.
All right, there's a match that would take center stage by 4 p.m. this evening. Rivers United will take on Kano Pillars, and I learned the lineup was already out. Emeka, could you quickly bring us in on that one?
Yes. Quickly, we have in goal Theophilus Afelohi for Rivers United. Kazie is is also there alongside Conan Ruffin, Fabian Warrior, Desmond Akpekpono, and Ifeanyi Anemena. Godwin Agoda, the red hot forward, is starting this one, as well as Stephen Gope, Fortune Omoneware, who has also been brilliant for the side this season. Kehinde Adedikpe and Bamba Bakare complete the lineup for Rivers United. They made 4 changes from their last MPFL game against Heartland.
A win for Canopilas or a win for Heartland? I beg your pardon, Rivers United. Sabella.
It's a tough one, but at least they have their former goalkeeper there.
Yes, against
yes, they have a very decent.
That's true.
A very good side for facing Kano Pillars. When we are talking about Kano Pillars, they won't want to drop points at home. that is wow. It's going to be a tough call. It's a tough call, but we're talking about the MPFL that has spring surprises this season. You can get points away. You can drop points away.
Especially
you can drop points even at home.
We've seen about two or three
away wins already. And the match day is not complete yet.
Yeah, so you never can tell what will happen
today.
You never can tell what will happen today. Rivers United. I love the squad. They've already mapped out. They are ready. They've said they are ready, and they are second on the table. So, of course, they want to start leading the MPFL.
Okay. All right, Emeka, talking about National United, as Isabella just mentioned, the captain of the side says they want to win the league this season. They prepared for it. They've gotten preparations and support from every angles, and they want to represent Nigeria on the continent. Do they have what it takes to win the league? They are currently top in the league. National United.
No. If we recall last season, Ifayoba started like a house on fire. Their first 5 matches, they didn't concede a single goal. Ifayoba played 2 or 3 away matches, and they didn't concede a single goal after their first 5 matches of the season. But before the season came to an end, they were struggling for their lives. I see that happening to Nasarawa United. Sorry about that.
It's not like a prophet.
With all due respect to Nasarawa United, I'm sure they would have even surprised themselves. They would have shocked themselves with what they have done so far. 6 matches, 4 wins, 2 draws, top of the table, yet to lose a match this season. They have overachieved already. You know, they are not one of those big sides.
6 games.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't see them going on the way. Like you said that
they
have
overachieved.
Yes,
6 games.
Yes, they are top of the table right now. You know, they didn't. This is National United. They were going to be relegated last season until COVID-19 struck. You understand? So I think somehow, they will just garner enough points to eventually remain stable and remain in the league instead of struggling like they did last time. I don't see them contending for the title. The title belongs to the big boys as always. Rivers United, Enyimba, Kano Pillars.
So predict the Rivers United. Predict the Rivers United Kano Pillars match.
No, I will go for a draw. This fixture, the tough talking alone, is. It's encouraging. Yeah, exactly. The Rivers United camp, they are talking too much, and I hope they have what it takes to match their words with action, no doubt. Anemena, Godwin Agoda, they have all been speaking about this encounter. Iguma himself, they know how important this fixture is. Right? But they are up against a Kano Pillars side. We read out the squad of Rivers United starting this encounter. But look at Kano Pillars. Rabiu Ali is still there.
Still on fire.
He's the Lionel Messi of Kano Pillars.
It's not like the man is slowing down.
There is Iman Wangwa, the big forward out there. Ebuka, David Ebuka, the HFL Discovery is still doing his thing right there. They've got a decent side as well. So they can't give Rivers United a run for their money. Let's not forget, it's a home game. Kaduna is not too far from Kano. They've won the previous 2 matches they played there. So and Rivers United, the last time they traveled, they were beaten by Wiki Tourists. For their first defeat of the season. So but I think they want to get a draw in this one. This fixture last season ended in a goalless draw in Kano.
Your prediction that much? Kano Pillars Rivers United.
Well, I see a Kano Pillars win. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You don't need to be sorry.
It's your prediction. All right, so that's Sports Live is the program you're listening to from the Premier News Talk and Sport Radio Station Today 95.1 FM right here in the Garden City of Port Harcourt. We'll go for a commercial break. When we return, it will be time to have you join us on the conversation. Stay right there and go nowhere.
Your time is up, my time is now. You can't see me, my time is now.
Port Harcourt, are you ready? Today, 95.1 FM, the voice of the people.
Welcome to Returns Market Investment Nigeria Limited, a financial home that has impacted life and meaning to many lives, homes, and companies with values using strictly the international capital trade market business for the past years and still counting in Nigeria. Returns Market Investment Nigeria Limited has succeeded in delivering prompt and reliable 10% monthly returns on investment for investors with a minimum startup capital of 300,000 naira only and a maximum capital of 100 million naira only. If you're looking for assured and reliable security for your funds and consistent delivery of returns on investment, think Returns Market Investments Nigeria Limited. Contact our office today at Returns House number 33B, Rumola Stadium Link Road, after NMPC Filling Station, Rumola, Port Harcourt, Rivers State, or call us on 0815-518-9002 or visit www.returnsinvestmentsnigeria.limited.com. Choose financial freedom. Choose Returns Market Investments Nigeria Limited.
The time is now, and we are back to the Sports Live. It is, and Reliable Reliance Sudan is still here alongside Emeka Dina and Isabella Ekoma. There will be fixtures in the English Premier League this evening. Burnley will take on Aston Villa. Chelsea will take on Wolverhampton Wanderers. Brighton and Hove Albion will take on Fulham. Everton will be at home to welcome Leicester City. And Manchester United will hope to return to the summit of the table after taking on Sheffield United. There's also going to be fixtures in the league. Just one match to be decided today. Lorient will take on Dion in the Copa del Rey in Spain. Sevilla will play host to Valencia. Almeria will take on Osasuna, while Rayo Vallecano will welcome Barcelona. Copa Italia will have Atalanta take on Lazio. Juventus against Spa will be the last fixture in the Coppa Italia. There was supposed to be a Serie A match today between Juventus and SSC Napoli, but that match has been postponed, I guess, because of Juventus' involvement in the Coppa Italia. That is. First match for Thomas Tuchel as Chelsea manager. Emeka, how much of a tax will Thomas Tuchel have at Chelsea? He'll be on the touchline this evening when Chelsea take on Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Yeah, he oversaw training yesterday, shortly after arriving England to seal that deal. And of course, I don't know whether he would. Only that training session is enough to fully ascertain, assess the squad and know who should be in the starting 11. But I think he will want to work with what Lampard established before he left. But expect one or two changes. The point is that he wants to make an instant impact with the win today. Chelsea haven't been pretty exciting in the last couple of games. In the last 8 matches, 3 wins in the last 8 matches.
5 defeats.
5 defeats, not a good return at all. So at the end of the day, the man will want to get the job done today against Wolves. Whether he will be able to do it is another kettle of fish. Wolves are equally a very brilliant side on their day. They can trouble any of those big teams. We've seen them do that several in the past.
Manchester United takes on Sheffield United. Isabella, are you seeing them returning to the top of the Premier League table this evening?
Yeah, they've already gathered the winning mentality. Of course, you wouldn't measure up Manchester United of last year and the Manchester United of this year. Okay. They've gathered a lot of points. Even Old Trafford, that they've been dropping points, they've been able to stabilize getting those 3 points at home. I think they will go back to the summit.
They are playing against the worst team in the league.
And that's when
Sheffield United. Anybody can beat Sheffield United.
Any team in the Premier League will surprise you.
If go around, put themselves together, they will beat Sheffield United.
Any team in the Premier League will surprise you.
No,
not
Sheffield United. 19 matches, 1 win only, and 2 draws there. Come on, Reliance, that's 5 points in 19 matches.
It's okay.
I haven't seen a team that poor before.
The way you are talking is as if you've already seen the results.
No.
You see a surprise.
It's what has been happening before now. Any team in the Premier League will surprise you.
Sheffield United lack the ability to surprise us this season. Last season they were very brilliant, no doubt. They haven't gone in for Europa League spots, but somehow they missed out. Look at where they are right now. Very, very terrible, to say the least.
All right, keep your messages coming through to us via our SMS and WhatsApp portal 0701-933-9962. Twitter at Today FM 951. Copy me at Reliable Rely. Emeka at Dinner. Emeka 0817-000-0951 and 0810-9510-951. Phone numbers for you to call to be a part of the show. So at this point, we head to the phone lines to start taking your calls. 95.1.
Hello, my name is Justice.
And let's hear you, Justice.
I want to talk about the Senate before your case.
Talk about it, Justice.
They were well, no. But what I want to ask is, how are Manchester supposed to have their opinion when referees are not doing well?
How are what?
How are the managers, the coaches, what are those people are supposed to keep silent the referees are not different from the instance.
Okay. All right, your questions will be answered. Just keep listening. He wants to know, are they supposed to keep silent
like
altogether?
I punch you and I don't expect you to cry. You go to flop again. Don't tell us again. Don't cry. That's what it is. The referees are not performing well, and the coaches are not permitted to say anything about it. To criticize them. Come on.
If you want to criticize,
life
then
this
do
life
that
no balance.
in your home, because when you make it public, you get the sanction.
This life no balance.
Yeah, hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I'm Gifted Gift calling from Imo State.
Let's hear you, Gifted Gift.
Yeah, it's very nice based on the sanction on the managers. But the NLC should still try to look into those complaints and try to amend it so to not occur again.
Okay.
Based on Canopy Rivers United, since the match will be showed on television, I believe Rivers United will carry the day.
Oh, okay. Because it's showed on TV.
Win today.
Mayu wins today. All right. Thank you very much. So watching the match on TV is enough motivation for Rivers United to win it. Let's see how that pans out. 95.1.
Hello.
Good afternoon to you. Name and location.
Good afternoon. My name is Nopo Chokopi. I call from Winnipeg.
Go ahead.
I will start with the one that concerns us here, the sports festival.
Start with it.
I think we have a lot of very young governors and sports people who love sports a lot. They should not, for my own opinion, wait for federal government and what have you. I think if the governors gather themselves together, and a lot of them have awards for sport-loving governors and this and that. They should not put all their effort on the project alone. They should look into this direction. They can gather themselves, 5 of them, because they are in power. They can do it. So
all right.
These young people can have this little money that follow them after this thing, because this is their office as well.
All right, now photocopy.
They go out with nothing, so they should see how they can make this thing work.
Okay.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Reliance, you know my mind
together.
My mind just go to Governor Wiki right now.
Sports loving governor.
Governor Wiki. Friend with the governor Baseki of Edo State.
Oh yeah. Okay, I understand.
He gave 500 billion naira just for markets.
And this is his friend.
Just put a call across to Governor Wiki and the rest.
And the man does it. Hello, 95.1.
I bring you Calvary greetings from my domain in order with my friends in the studio.
We receive your Calvary greeting. Let's hear you.
I greet my sister, especially there in the studio. Ejine, you are doing well.
Anyway,
that's a new name.
Yes. My brother, Reliance, like my brother Emeka started, we are not saying LMC should not sanction referees, but for goodness sake, in Reliance, the way you will talk is not the way I come for radio and talk. I am a liberty to talk in as much as I will keep it decent without calling names, attacking people and using vulgar words.
Okay.
So first, as a professional, you should know that I have the right to talk more than Emeka. Emeka can know it very well, but Emeka no go talk like me because of the job. So Boboye would have known that there are appropriate ways. I don't think even Dufreke Espion or Mfonudo or even one of those players has been the one that did this interview to press. I don't think anybody will be raising an eyebrow. But for you as a coach, you need to know the appropriate quarters to present this content concerning this league that will be fighting hard to sell to the public.
Right,
so for me, that fine is
well and deserved. All right, thank you very much, Abina. We surely do not have enough time on the show today. Let me take some messages. This one says, good afternoon, sports crew. I hope Isabella have come to say it with Today FM. Her voice is super Enyimba FC. Hey. David from Port Harcourt. Thank you very much.
Super voice.
Good afternoon, Reliance, Emeka and Isabella. The ban of fans from the stadium is a blessing in disguise. Clubs can relax and play good football and win. Unlike before, when the visiting team will be playing with fear and the referee also will officiate with fear. You will be hearing from the fans something like, referee, no security. Jude from Alakaya. Thank you very much, Jude. And switching to Twitter, Ogoni Boy with the handle at Ogoni at Library_Sunday says, good afternoon, please. The clubs in NNL are not serious clubs And then I shouldn't bother kickstarting. And secondly, please, the National Sports Festival should please be halted. I don't see any need holding it. And then Wadike says,
so we call the money where they don't spend like that.
The handle at if I underscore Wadike says the fine is not heavy enough in my opinion. Okay, it feels a tougher fine or maybe something heavier should have been placed on Kennedy Baboye. All right, I'll take one or two more calls and then we should be out of here. Amos on our SMS portal says federal government should please assist Edo State to host this tournament, enable our athletes to get prepared for upcoming Olympics. All right, Emeka, please, most at times you people should try to invite most of our referees in River State to update the public about laws of the game, e.g. FIFA Solomon Upubu boy. All right, thank you very much. We'll look into that and see how we can have them appear here live and talk to us about what rules are there in place guiding the referees each time they go out there to do their business on the pitch. Okay, so I'll squeeze in one or two more calls and then we are out of here because we don't really have enough time on the show today. So you could be that lucky caller to talk to us, 0817-000-0951 and 0810-951-0951. Back to the phone lines. All right, that's that one. 95.1, last call on the show.
Yes, relax. Good evening.
Good evening to you.
Yes, I make agree to be at 2.
Welcome, bro. Welcome. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, this is Rakamade.
Go ahead, Shedrack. You're our last caller on the show. Make it count.
Yes, really, my brother, this country, anybody else out his grievances will ask to close his mouth. But it's not, Papoye saw something he never liked, and he asked his grievances. He is now fined on several money. That means if somebody sees the right thing, somebody will not say anything. But if you see the wrong thing, you will not say anything. It's not fair. People want to have his view.
All right.
I don't like this thing that will happen.
Okay.
I don't like it. So you can't just say this mine. Why would he be fined? Why would he be asked to pay fine? It's not. Then everyone will close their mouth if there's anything wrong.
All right, Shedrack Amadi. Thank you very much. We have to.
The rules doesn't permit him to do so. So he has to play by the rules.
It's about the rules. It's not like he's not aware of it. He's aware of it. I want to believe. All right, Blessed, who won the quiz in yesterday's show, is around to claim his prize. Blessed, welcome to the show.
Yeah. Good afternoon, Brother.
Congratulations. I'm sure you're happy.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that would be...
We did ask yesterday, apart from Vandrosa FC, where he's working right now, which other club has Raphael Everton coach? He was the one that sent the first correct entry. FC Fayoba, Aqua United, and Abia. So he's there to pick the jersey and the T-shirt from Vandrosa FC. Giving it to him. He came very late.
Actually came very late. All right. Congratulations to you, Blessed. All right, unfortunately, we have to draw the curtain for today's Sports Live, the midweek edition of it. 7:30 tomorrow, we'll be back for Sports Attack, and by 3 p.m., today's Sports Live makes another return. Thank you very much for being a part of it. Keep it locked on this diet today, 95.1 FM, the voice of the people.
Competition. I got the whole block wishing they could run with my division, but they gone fishing with no bait. Kid your boy, hold weight. I got my soul straight. I brush your mouth like Colgate. In any weather, I'm never better. Your boy's so hot, you never catch me in the next man's sweater. If they hate, let them hate. I drop your whole clan. Lay your ass down for the 3-second tan. Your time is up, my time is now. You can't see me, my time is now.
95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
All right, good evening. I think it's just some hours before the 4 o'clock hour, and it's time for us to bring you good news as always, as usual. We bring you good tidings, time to make money. I mean, what are we here for if not for the money? All right, I have two able gentlemen here with me who will be sharing with you ways and what to do at this point in time, just the beginning of the year, so you can as well make money for yourself. By the way, I am Reliance Udonyan, and I have Dubis and Chika joining me on the show this afternoon.
Thank you. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, good
Chika?
afternoon, Port Harcourt. Good afternoon, Nigeria.
All right, so Dubis and Chika are actually from Win Forex with Dubis.
Yeah.
Feels like the new way to make money these days.
Yes, authorized partner, FXTM, Forex time.
Okay, tell us about winning Forex with Dubis. Let's start from there.
All right, so Win Forex with Dubis is actually a school where we teach people on how to trade in the financial market. And we've been there over 7 years now, training people on how to trade in the financial market. So we have our training center at 284 Aba Road by Rumokrushi Junction. So what we exactly do is that we train people not just on how to trade in the forex market, because forex market is just an aspect of financial market. Yeah. We have the index market where you trade things like indices like S&P 500. Then we have a commodity market where you trade things like gold, silver. We have the energy market where you trade things like crude oil, Brent oil. Then we have international stock. You can stay here and buy into shares internationally. You can buy international stock like Amazon, Facebook, Microsoft, Chrome. You can buy into all these international stocks. Then also we have now the forex. You're playing game.
Now you're making money.
You're making money. So it's a very good business that youth need to go. So the advantages, in fact, I can't really say it all. It's much. It's enormous. You can trade anywhere you go. You can have account here. You travel out. If I go to Canada, I log into my account and trade. I want to withdraw. I withdraw immediately. The money goes back to my account. So this is where people need to look into to invest. My friend once told me that if you're not a major player in the financial market, you've not started. He mentioned 4 places you need to be a player, and that is the financial market. 1, you talk about oil and gas. 2, you talk about the real estate. 3, then you talk about agriculture. These are the 4 areas that if you're not a major in one and then be a participate in some of them, that is to say, you can't really have enough money for yourself.
Okay, Chika, could you tell us what are the risks involved in trading forex?
Okay, actually there are risks involved. You know why people don't want to take risks. That is why they feel that forex is very hard. Okay, the risk that is involved is that before you enter into trade, you already know the risk that you have to take. Okay, and we advise having the forex school. We understand the market. We've been in the market, so we understand what goes on in the market. So we now advise just 2% of your account, of your capital, just 2%.
Just 2%.
Yes. So meaning that you already know what you are meant to lose before you enter the market. So why people don't want to, probably most times they don't want to
lose a trade,
so
and they eventually lose all their money.
Before you know, they lose everything. So already you know the risk involved, because the business banks does, okay? And banks have been for over a decade, and they have been trading in the market all this while, making profit. So why individual can't learn that way banks trade? So that is what we teach people on how to trade the forex.
All right, Dubis. I understand there is a seminar coming up.
Yes.
Can you give us details and what we are to expect?
On Friday, this very Friday, we want to have a free training, free seminar, and also on Saturday, same venue by 10 each day. So you have to come, either you come for Friday or you come for Saturday. Then after these 2 days, on Monday, we also do a free workshop. Why I want to do free workshop is that I want to also have a live trading activity from what we taught them, or either on Friday or Saturday. We practicalize it on Monday. Those that already have a live account, they can make money because we do live trading activities. Some make 5, 10, 15% in a day of that Monday, because Monday is going to be packed. But this Friday or Saturday, you need to first of all come for Friday or Saturday. And the place is our training center, 284 Aba Road by Rumokrushi. So if you want to be part of this program, which is actually free, because our broker, FXTM, which we are the authorized partner, have already paid for this. So you just need to text Friday if you want to come for Friday, or text Saturday if you want to come for Saturday, to 08
386 0735. 0814 386 0735. Let me call small. 0814 386 0735. The second number is 080 354 300 42. 080 354 300 42. The venue again is 284 Aba Road by Rumukrushi Junction, just around Sharegate there. Yeah. Just Rumukrushi Junction. And that very big techno building, first floor. The time is 10 a.m. for each day. So if you're coming for Saturday, text Saturday. If you're coming for Friday, just send SMS Friday. We know that you're coming. We prepare a seat for you.
All right, so you have it. Win Forest with Dubes, who are authorized FXTM partners, will be presenting a 2-day financial seminar on Forex trading. Date once again is this Friday and Saturday. Time remains 10 a.m. If you want to be a part of it, text the day you intend to attend. If you are going for Friday, text Friday to 0803 543 0042 or 0814 38 Again, text Friday or Saturday to 0803 543 0042 or 0814 386 0735. Venue 284 Aba Road by Democracy Junction, Port Harcourt. Are there investment plans?
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
We have various investment options. For those that don't want to learn or they don't have time, they can actually invest. Questions people always ask is, what is the minimum for our investment? You can invest even as low as $100, which is around 50,000 naira. Now there is no maximum. And now the money you are investing, we don't collect money and give you return. Rather, we open accounts for you, Forex account. You are in charge of your account.
Your money.
Your money is in your account, in your Forex account.
It's not like they're paying it to you.
No, it's inside your own account.
Your own account, okay.
Yeah, your own account. You only connected. We connect you to a professional trader. We have treasury managers. We connect you, and whatever we connect you to a trader, and whatever profit that is made is shared. When they come on Saturday, we tell them how we are going to connect them. Now the money is in the account. An average return, which is one of the questions they ask, is what is the return on investment? Based on you see the results, you know the one that you are going with. There are some you see average of 20%, 30%, even 40%. Like when they come, we'll be showing them what we made even from last year, for the last 3 months or last 4 months. They see what we have made. 30%, 40% return on investment. That is for the investment option.
Yeah.
Then we also have another investment which has to do with, you are not the one trading it. You just need to buy a robot. We have a robot that makes from 50% and above monthly. And we also have the one that makes from 30% and above monthly. So once you buy this robot, you connect it to your account. You only need to have fun into your account and you connect it and it starts to run for you and it doesn't expire until any time you want to withdraw your money. We also have another offer we offer. Another thing we offer is signal services, copy trading and signal services. Our signal services will make average of 1,500 pips. Time will follow me to explain. When they come tomorrow on Saturday or Friday for the seminar, we explain to them what we mean. But those that are already trading understand what is pips, because that's what we are looking for. Pips actually translating to money. So we make average of 1,500 pips weekly. Last week we made 2,000 pips. Some weeks we make up to 3,000 pips. This week alone, today is just Wednesday, we're already making 1,000 above right now. Amazing. So when they come on Friday, just text Friday or text Saturday to these numbers that I have called 0814 386 0735 or 080 354 30042, and your seat will be reserved for you. And remember that the venue once again is 284 Aba Road by Rumukrushi Junction, that very big techno building. And our February class is starting. This program we are doing is free.
Okay.
After this, because we offer mentorship.
I was going to ask how much it costs to be a part of the seminar.
Yeah, the seminar is free.
Okay.
But after the seminar, of course, if you want to learn fully, because 2 days is not enough for you to actually trade in the forex market.
Yeah.
Because I'm expecting those that have been trading, you have been losing money. Come and see the way bank trades and make money. Come and see the new things we have now. Even if you have come before, come now and see what we have now. Different options that we have that you can actually, anyone that interests you, you go for that. So after these 2 days, we run, as I told you, is a forex school, is an academy. So those that would like to continue now, then we tell them what it takes for them to continue. But the seminar is actually free.
Okay. All right. We in Forex with Dubes, they are also into Forex education, mentorship, trading, analysis, signal services, copy trading, and investment options. And I understand you also have intensive learning programs, maybe 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Intensive learning program.
Yeah.
That's coming up. But in the meantime, you need to be a part of the seminar coming up on Friday and on Saturday. You text the day you intend to attend, Friday or Saturday, to 0803 543 0042 or 0814 386 0735. Venue once again, 284 Aba Road by Democracy Junction, Port Harcourt. Time 10 a.m. prompt. Your final words before we leave the studio.
Yeah, my brother, even you, I want to just advise.
Who doesn't want to make money?
You need to learn before you earn. But even if you don't want to learn and earn, we show you the proper way of doing investment, because you need to be in charge of your money, not to give anyone your money.
Yeah, before I part, I just want to say, instead of giving your money to someone to trade for you or giving it to a particular group of people or company, why can't you come and learn how to do this thing by yourself? Like each day, like I was telling him, okay, any day I enter the market, I don't trade every day. Any day I enter the market, I make sure I make 20% of that account. Okay? That is just simple. And I withdraw. That's just it.
So seminars, come and learn. seminars coming up on Friday and on Saturday.
Yes.
At 284 Aba Road by Democracy Junction, Port Harcourt. Time 10 a.m. prompt. To be a part of it, text Friday or Saturday to 0803 543 0042 or 0814 386 0735. Thank you very much for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Up next is the news updates at 4 p.m. with Will Wilson.
Every day, every hour, when the big stories break, depend on our 24-hour news team to bring you the latest. Today, 95.1 FM.
Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. News update.
Good afternoon. Here's the news update on Today 95.1 FM. I am Wealth Wilson. The Ohanaeze Ndigbo General Assembly has demanded for the appointment of an Igbo person as the next Inspector General of Police. The President General of the group, Onyachonam Onuara, made the demand following the appointment of new service chiefs by President Muhammadu Buhari. In statements, the president of the group, while noting that there was no Igbo person in the new appointments, challenged those claiming that the Wonodi told our correspondent at the primary election of his faction of the party that the local government election has nothing to do with the national leadership of the party. Our correspondent gathered that the primary election of the factional state APC, led by Golden Choma, was by consensus. On the foreign scene, United States President Joe Biden has warned Russian leader Vladimir Putin about election meddling in their first call as counterparts. The conversation including a discussion about the ongoing opposition protests in Russia and an extension of the last remaining US-Russia nuclear arms pact. According to a Russian statement, Putin congratulated the new US president on winning the elections, as both parties said they agreed to maintain contact moving forward. And that was the news update on Today 95.1 FM. Do not forget, take responsibility, wash your hands frequently with soap and running water. Avoid touching your face in high contact surfaces to prevent the spread of coronavirus. Once again, good afternoon. I am Wealth Wilson. Do stay tuned as the platform on radio comes up next.
Today's news, today's entertainment, today's sports, today's issues. Today on Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
It all begins with breaking news.
Now, make no mistake, this is a difficult mission, and it will remain difficult for some time.
Then it keeps trending. Events, issues, personalities, all struggling to gain attention. But in the race for deadlines, the intrigues, power play, undercurrents are often missed or underreported.
Insecurity here is basically a product of poverty.
But not anymore. As the platform on radio steps in to fill the missing links on events, issues, and personalities in the news.
I'm not afraid of anybody. Yeah!
The platform on radio serves only the hottest topics and trending issues. Only on Today 95.1 FM. 95.1 FM. Port Harcourt. Every weekday at 4 p.m. Get on the platform on radio and be served.
All stand, greet.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. You're welcome to Jagbajantis High School. My name is Sound Sultan, your new mathematics teacher. By the way, do you understand Pidgin English?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now what we go use hands for? Okay, carry your paper. Carry your paper. Them for my class. People of this world, them plenty. Sins of this people, many. So many. Many times plenty, multiplier. Many times plenty, multiplier. Multiplier. The answer you get now waiting, they make poor man they cry. The answer you get now waiting, they make rich man they mess and leaders they lie. The answer you get now waiting, they make young boys and girls join party gang. Answer you get now waiting, they make innocent man rot inside the jail. Get it, and then agree to grant and bail. Get it, oh. Everybody, oh yeah, join Jamba-Jantis, make we solve mathematics. We did our continent, so oh, you both say about mass, we go use take solve mathematics. So follow Jamba-Jantis. So ya carry by be for brotherhood.
Love your neighbor as yourself,
Oh, for objectivity.
Be objective, generally.
D for democracy. Democracy.
Military.
Now M for modification
of our behavior, let's down to the same behavior.
A, accountability.
If you've been a chop money, I beg you take them easy.
S for solidarity.
Not every time divided, oh my shell.
We enter new millennium. Nigerians like 120 million. One population of 6 billion.
6 billion.
Divide that one by 120 million all together. Oh yeah.
All together.
The answer you get now waiting, they make people they jar. Come on for Niger. Answer you get now waiting, they make people want travel. By hook or by crook. The answer you get now waiting, they make people they sleep for embassy for visa. Answer you get now waiting, they make people they sell the property for ticket. Get it. Then they travel see. Get it. Oh, hey. Everybody, oh yeah,
join Jamba.
follow Jagbajanti. So ya carry Bairo, be for brotherhood. Love your neighbor as yourself. Oh, for objectivity. Be objective, gentlemen, ladies. Be for democracy. No matter how bad it is, let a military. And for modification of our behaviors onto the savior. A accountability. If you've been a chop money, I beg you take them easy. S for solidarity. United we stand and divided. Oh my shell. You just the HSCity. Shut it down. And there's the VG City. Shut it down. Right go level for HSCity. HSCity. The rich man gonna be VG City. VG City. You try at AJ and VG City all together. Oh yeah, all together. The answer you get now waiting they make rich man oppress and then suppress. The answer you get now waiting they make poor man depress. But then aggress. The answer you get now waiting they make poor man they try to keep up with the Joneses. Answer you get now waiting they make poor man begin they try to prove a limit. Get it. Not to get money then they finish. Mathematics of mathematics. We did about our continent. So we both say the one must we go use takes of mathematics. So follow that by so ya carry by
situation in this nation, disposition, our condition, unexplainable pain in our hearts, not to mention brothers killing brothers, full of patience, adoration, resolutions are made, but always made with lack of vision. Imperfection is the order as we keep seeking solutions. Only God can solve this mathematical equation.
Thanks for your contribution. Now, any more questions?
It all begins with breaking news.
Now, make no mistake, this is a difficult mission, and it will remain difficult for some time.
Then it keeps trending. Events, issues, personalities, all struggling to gain attention. But in the race for deadlines, the intrigues, power play, undercurrents are often missed or underreported.
Insecurity here is basically a product of poverty.
But not anymore.
As the platform on radio steps in to fill the missing links on events, issues, and personalities in the news.
I'm not afraid of anybody. Yeah!
The platform on radio serves only the hottest topics and trending issues. Only on Today95.1 FM.
95.1 FM.
Port Harcourt. Every weekday at 4 p.m. Get on the platform on radio and be served.
Beautiful afternoon. 15 minutes gone past 4 o'clock, and you are welcome to the platform on radio on your premium talk radio station Today 95.1 FM Port Harcourt. For those people who do not know, this show is all about slicing up trending issues with correspondent reports. Not forgetting that our correspondents are out there on the field getting these reports so that on this program we have them give us more information away from what we would usually hear in the news. Now, on the menu today, we have Ohaneze Ndibo demands appointment of Igbo person as next Inspector General of Police. Okay. Now, RISEC explains reasons for excluding some political parties in forthcoming local government elections, and Rivers State Commission of Inquiry on Police Brutality concludes its sitting in Port Harcourt. Let's quickly start off with the Ohaneze and their demand for Inspector General of Police to be given to an Igbo person. I don't know how. Okay, you know what? Let me just reserve my I don't know how and continue. The Ohaneze Ndibo General Assembly has demanded for the appointment of an Igbo person as the next Inspector General of Police. Now, the President General of the group, Onye Achonam Honora, made the demand following the appointment of a new service chiefs by President Muhammadu Buhari. Now, in his statement, or in their statement, the president of the group, while noting that there was no Igbo person in the new appointment, challenged those claiming that the new chief of defense staff, that is Major General Leo Irabo, is an Igbo man. They say, provide his Igbo name so that we can be sure that, you're not just saying this to go and make us rest or relax. Now, while they were commending the President Muhammadu Buhari, for yielding to the long-time expectations and demands of Nigerians for the change of the security architecture of the country, Honora called on the APC-led federal government to consider an Igbo man for the position of the Inspector General of Police. He said, should there be no Igbo man qualified for the job, the government should at least promote the Igbos next in line in the police force to fit in. Now, here's how we're going to talk about this, right? Do you agree with the demand of the Ohaneze Ndibo? Do you agree that, you know what, there's no Igbo man? According to them, they haven't proved the lineage of the chief of defense staff. So they want an Igbo IGP. Now, do you think it's reachable? They said if there's no Igbo man yet qualified for the job, all you have to do is promote the Igbos next in line in the police force to fit in. Wouldn't that cause some sort of chaos? First off, is this demand, too outrageous? Do you agree with it, or do you think that it is way overboard? Let's get to hear from you now. 0817-0000951 or 0810-9510951. Text messages, WhatsApp messages to the number 0701 9339962. 95.1 FM.
Good afternoon, world.
You're welcome, Mr. Bright. Good afternoon.
Thank you. You said, do I think the demand is way, way, way outrageous, right? It is way, way, way outrageous. And this demand coming after the service chiefs have been changed are the confirmation to those, our argument, those of us who do not see the call as patriotic and genuine, but politics. Now, you listen to the Ohanezes, you listen to other persons who have always been saying, let us do away with quota system and deal with merit. So what got the other persons who have been promoted above the supposed Igbo people, what got them to that position? Merit. Somebody was on your studio sometime last week, one barrister, and they told us how some of these people rose to their positions. An emir's son in the north studied in London, came back and enrolled in police. But a Royal Highness son within this area studies in London, comes back and he wants to go to politics, or he wants to head a position in the oil and gas industry. But these other persons have taken their time to rise to that position. And these are security services that deals a lot with seniority and rank and file. Now, what will happen if there were 5 persons in higher rank than the next Igbo man? What will happen in the police? You will retire them and then promote this person to go further. So what happens to these other people? So a lot of times, these our calls, are they truly genuine, or we are being hypocritical? Right. Now the service chiefs have been changed. We are no longer giving them ideas on what to do and how to deliver us. We have shifted attention from changing service chiefs to bringing somebody from our region bringing evidence that the person appointed is from my region, or if we don't have anybody, which of course is the truth, who is qualified to command the position, the other person should be promoted with parochial interest, whether he merited it or not. But it's because he must balance the equation. Let him be promoted without meriting the promotion so that he could occupy a position. Hypocrisy, that is what has kept this country where it is.
All
and
right,
those
Mr. Bright.
who clamor moves, who talk about marginalization, are the ones doing the worst things.
All right, Mr. Bright, thank you for your position. Let's quickly listen to another person and get to hear from them. Do you think that this demand is reachable or it is outrageous? 95.1 FM.
Evening, how are you?
I'm fine.
This is Heather.
You're welcome.
You see, to me, the demand is not outrageous. However, the government on board is not compulsorily obligated to do that. But however, in the name of equity, he's supposed to do. But if he doesn't do it, there's no problem. But I want to tell you one thing. For whoever that is saying that if there's no edison, there is no position that Igbos are not very close to that place. The point is that when they get to the peak of that particular position, somehow they are silenced to a certain level.
Who silences them?
The top notchers and the security apparatus dominated by the North. Let me tell you.
Okay.
Listen to me carefully. Currently, it's unfortunate that I'm saying this on air. Currently, the recruitment is going on. I'm talking about cadet at the officer's level. And I have somebody there, two persons in particular, from the south here. I'm not going to mention the particular state. Do you know that the screening lasts for like 2 weeks or 2 weeks ago? Now, each state have each state have the number of candidates that came there. They are right now somewhere in Ghana. Do you know that with documentation, cross-checking of documentation is their paper, and this what they call it, health statute, the medical this thing run sequentially, BP, X-ray, and so many other things. Because you are going to take up the appointment of a military officer. For you to get to that distance, they have to check a lot of. Do you know that each state has candidates? To my greatest surprise, all the candidates from the south have their number has dropped in the name of health.
If they prove that they were not able to reach the health standard that they wanted, why should they take them? I mean, these are things that we should also consider as well. I mean, did they meet all the criteria listed and then they weren't chosen? I'm listening to you. That's why I'm asking you this question.
We must say the truth. The South are not able to meet all the health standards. Let's take it that way.
All right, Elder. Because of time, we have to listen to another person. But really, I mean, I had to take my time and listen to everything that you were saying. You had mentioned that there were criteria. They talked about health and setting. How that makes it look like they are marginalizing or choosing specifically from a particular region than they will the other region as well. But anyway, let's quickly take some more calls. 95.1 FM.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. You're welcome. What's your name and where?
I said that you merit or not merit, the IG, they demoted or they remove almost 6 people before the man becomes an IG. So why shouldn't they do it without it?
95.1. Send in your messages to the number 0701-9339-962. We're talking about the Ohanese Indibo and, their demand that the government, that's the federal government, should appoint an Igbo as the Inspector General of Police, understanding that no Igbo was part of the appointees, selected to fill up the space for service chiefs in the country. And we're asking the question, do you agree with this demand or do you think that it is unreachable? One more call and then a few text messages and then we'll move on to the next issue. 95.1 FM. 95.1 FM. Oh dear. 95.1 FM.
Lady Wells, greetings.
You're welcome, Lawson.
This demand is from where? From who?
Ohanes Ndibo.
People don't understand. When it comes to service chiefs, appointment of service chiefs, federal character does not apply. The president is at liberty to appoint whoever he wants from wherever. It does not apply. He has to appoint because we are talking about security.
Now, I do understand that part, Lawson. But here is the thing.
Yes.
These people have been crying of marginalization and the country leaving them behind or, probably ignoring them where necessary. And they're saying that if there is any way to restore that gap, it would be at least putting each person from different regions so that each region feels as though they are among in the affairs of things in the country.
No, look, see, the president, the country is, you understand, and especially the East, you understand, they don't even like the president. The president has not even received any votes there, especially the East and South. He has not. So, going to appoint somebody and just because of, these people have been marginalized, what if the person he appoints is somebody that will work against him?
But we can also say that at least there are a plethora of people that he can appoint within or from this particular region that is competent and would not, as you say, go against him.
See, the Constitution, you understand, the spirit of the Constitution envisage already that, you understand, if the president is forced to take people and say, okay, they take one from East, from South, from this, even if appoint all of them from Ondo State, he has not violated anything. So they should ask for something else, not that of service chiefs. No, it must be somebody the president trusts.
Oh, okay. That's why they're asking for IGP at least. Let's quickly move on now to talk about the Rivers State local government elections. RISEC, the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission, has been explaining its reasons for excluding some political parties in the forthcoming local government elections. Now, the chairman of RISEC, Justice Judge Emeriji, who spoke in an interview with our correspondent Ichundo Jowo, said the commission is working the list of 18 political parties given to it by the Independent National Electoral Commission. You had if you remember, there was an uproar when they had gone to submit the forms given them by RISEC, especially the other political parties. And we're talking about the fact that if INEC or if these other political parties have a court order that allows for them to still participate, because somehow, even though INEC had gotten an order that would restrict or cause for some parties not to participate in the elections because they've been either deregistered or no longer, accepted. They too had gone to the courts to also get a judgment to overturn the other judgments given INEC. And if that's the case, they probably have the right to also be part of the local government elections. But then you recall that when they had gone to submit the forms to the RISEC commissioner at the RISEC office, their forms weren't collected until after there was a protest, and then RISEC had to bow into pressure and then collect the forms. And we asked the question, do you think that these other political parties will be allowed to participate in the elections? And here we have it. The RISEC chairman has confirmed the readiness of the commission to monitor the party primaries, which will begin today ahead of the April 17 local government elections, only with 18 political parties, as given it by INEC.
We are ready. We just finished our meeting, so the commissioners in charge of the local government areas, they are taking charge, and the ones that are submitted their venue and dates were starting to. INEC gave us 18 political parties that are the political parties that are recognized by INEC. Since INEC has said that they are not registered political party, even though they indicated interest, we are not taking them as a registered political party because you cannot put something on nothing. The correct position of the law is that it is not RESEC that registers political party. It is INEC that registers political party. So if they have an issue, they should sort it out with INEC, not with RESEC. It's just the same thing like voters card. We are not supposed to do voters card. It's INEC, and it is the voters card that INEC gave us that we are going to use. It's the same thing. The parties that INEC gave us is the parties that we are going to use to conduct the election.
Now, RESEC chairman has, however, been silent on the inclusion of the All Progressives Congress on the ballot. A member of the APC Election Planning Committee, Chibuenyi Frank Wonodi, told our correspondent at the primary election of his faction of the party that the local government election has nothing to do with the national leadership of the party.
Don't forget that this is purely a local affair. And so, other than saying the national, it is the state chapter of the party that takes control of a local matter. So, at this point, you should be talking about state government, not the state. It's purely a state government affair. Generally, the primary has been quite peaceful. People are happy, you can see, with the teeming populace here. People are happy. In a long while, we haven't had this kind of opportunity for people to come together and decide for the when. The leaders, especially when you take into consideration that the local government is the government closest to the people. They've not had this opportunity of coming together and deciding among themselves who they want to elect, nominate to represent them in the local government election. So this is an open opportunity for them to do so. We have visited 5 local governments in Rivers East. There are other supervisors too that are taking care of the other 2 senatorial zones.
Now, it is only very important that you know that the primary election of the factional state APC is led by Golden Choma, and it was by consensus anyway. That's what our correspondent had gathered. Now, does RESEC or even INEC have the right to exclude political parties from participating in the local government elections? Is another question that emerges as a result of all of this. Now, which faction, again, coming to the APC, which faction of the APC is RESEC supposed to recognize? Let's get to hear from you now. 0817-00000951 or 0810-951-0951. 95.1 FM.
Yes, well, you're doing well.
Prince Andy, you're welcome.
Well, it's unfortunate sometimes when I see these people act in this manner. Well, the national has directed us, Rivers APC. He did not say APC fashion. He said Rivers APC, do not go into this local government election. Why are these people acting otherwise? Well, yes, indeed, we have a crack in the party, but as of today, we are following a man, Barrister Isaac Obobula, who has been affirmed by the appeal court. That is what we are following. We are respecting the law of the land until when Supreme Court states.
All right, we lost Prince Andy's call there. Keep your calls coming in. RESEC, on the one hand, not accepting or excluding some political parties from participating in the local government elections. Should they do that? And then the APC. Is RESEC, or which faction of the APC should RESEC in the first place recognize? 95.1 FM.
Well,
Mascot, you're welcome.
Thank you so much. For the avoidance of that, APC has no faction. Okay? So that election, APC is not going to participate.
And the APC-led faction that is conducting that is part of the elections now, what are they? Okay. Well, 95.1 FM.
Hello, Lady Word.
Mr. Sam.
Yeah. Lady Word, you see, this man, Omorojo, is trying to cause pandemonium.
His name is Judge Omereji.
You know, some of these people that do wrong things, I find it difficult to mention that.
What has he done now that is wrong?
You see, looking at the whole process, whereby he's excluding some parties, and again, whereby this thing, there is some court case.
But Mr. Sam, honestly now, hold on. Honestly now, let's look at it. INEC is the one giving them the go-ahead to make do with the 18 political parties that they had sent. Why blame Justice Omereji or RISEC?
And you see, for the fact that you say INEC is the one giving the go-ahead, you see, I will not stand on that totally because INEC...
Mr. Sam, I won't let you continue like this. I really won't. 95.1 FM.
Hello, good afternoon.
You're welcome. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Simaman. I'm calling from Bayechi, River State.
You're welcome.
You see, on the issue of APC, you see, I want to ask Good Joma one question. Your name, is it in ballot? APC, is it in ballot? APC has internal problem. So we must respect our political party before going to contest in the election. So God in China has no power to conduct any election in the APC. Okay. APC will not and cannot contest this election because the election is in ballot. Go and refer your party. Go and reconcile. We are not happy with the method of APC River State. We are angry. So APC is going nowhere in this River State. We have problems until we reconcile our issue. So God in Choma has no power. That is for your own selfish interest. That is all. Okay. God in Choma.
All right. Imaman, easy. I've gotten your point. 95.1 FM.
Well, I lost you.
Yes.
And the national headquarters of APC has given a firm directive that APC is not going to participate in this local election. So anybody participating is neither here or there, and in the eyes of the law, it is void.
Okay.
And for Justice Omereji, I sympathize with him because if he conducts this election without the other political parties, they can go to court and ask that they let the election be nullified.
But whose fault is it? INEC is saying that they are sending only the names of 18 political parties. Is RISEC supposed to go against the words of INEC?
Unfortunately, RISEC may be playing into the hands of INEC. The law is the law, and the pronouncement of the court is law.
Oh, there. All right, we lost your call there again. Hopefully we get you another time. 95.1 FM.
Lady, I wanted to make a point before you cut me off. You would have listened to me first.
No, you were tilting towards either you were sounding as though you were trying to insult the personality of the said Judge Omereji, and I wouldn't want you to do that.
Somebody views before taking decisions rancor in the state where their state electoral officer, you see, they will be doing different things from what the national is doing. Causing this, just imagine what happened here in River State here now, where the state commissioner here of INEC cancelled the governorship election that they will rerun the election. But before we know it, it's some assault group, and he came back and announced a winner. So what I was saying is that it's not based on the fact that they say they gave some names. These people will know some kind of colors of water that can pass under the bridge for things to be going on here in the state. So for Justice Omereji to become judge and everything that you decide the party that will not contest and will contest, it is not doing what is needful for now. Now he's supposed to maintain status quo for all the litigation to see the daylight before he go back to conduct the election. So I don't know what he's trying to do here. He's trying to cause chaos in the land. And I believe DSS should beam their spotlight on him. DSS.
95.1 FM.
Lady Well.
You're welcome, Lawson.
But this guy, APC don't have any faction in River State now. I thought the National has made that as a media person. I don't know whether you understand. National has made
if
it
they are
now.
still recurrent cases of different groups, whether faction or whether you call it faction or whatever you want to call it, come up to always have positions away from what the National is saying, then I will talk about it. Whether or
Now,
not
APC,
you feel that there should be
wait.
factions.
Let us get one thing clear. APC River State is under who? Really? It's under who? APC River State is under National. National has appointed a caretaker just the way it is in all 36 states. And then the people are still talking about faction. Why? There are aggrieved people. Please call them aggrieved APC member, not faction.
Well, I will
They
call
are
them
not
factions
recognized.
because I will call them faction as well because apparently they are opposition within the party.
No, see, let us understand one thing. Barrister Bobula, you understand, has been appointed as caretaker.
I am not arguing that, for crying out loud.
Then these people are not recognized by National, so how can they be faction?
All right, Lawson,
They
thank
are
you for
not
schooling me on that.
recognized by National.
Thank you. Thank you for schooling me on that. Well, anyway, keep your messages coming in. 0701 9339 962. Let's see. This one says, well, good afternoon. APC is not contesting election. He says the media is contributing. He said your media is also contributing to APC votes. APC has a duly constituted national body. Stop. Is it stop making these people relevant? How much you do? Well, how much you do if they are at least making themselves relevant by constituting, whether you want to call it nuisance or some sort of opposition within the party, then it is worth talking about. We cannot ignore it as though it is not there. All right? All right, we'll take one more call and then we move on to the next case, which has to do with the River State Judicial Commission of Inquiry on Police Brutality. 95.1 FM.
Good evening, my dear.
You're welcome, Grandpa.
Yes. I will follow what other people have said. That when you pronounce somebody so much, whether in negative or positive, making that person relevant. Like the one like what they says, APC version. I don't belong to APC, I'm a pure PDP now. But this national has said this is where they are going. They have to be. These ones are dissidents. They are dissidents. Dissidents are not recognized in anything. If one may call them Boko Haram of APC, that's what they are supposed to be. So let the media not be promoting them. They are calling factions. In this state, wants peace. We need peace here. If they do this state, they also do to PDP. They will run to PDP and cause same confusion. The people who have confusion in their blood will continue. Everyone, watch every one of them in their villages, in their communities, in their local governments, in their parts of the region. It is confusion. They are the who cause this confusion.
Okay.
So if you don't stop them, if they are not stopped, if you don't call them anything, there will not be anything, and that's all.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. We shouldn't call them anything. All right. This one says the Rivers State APC drama will not end now because the National Working Committee of APC is playing I don't care game. Some people should stop deceiving themselves that there is no division in the Rivers State APC. For their information, there are 3 factions in Rivers State APC as of today, and that's coming from Thank God Atuebo. This one says the media is part of the problem. APC has only one faction presently led by Isaac. Why make reference to factions when the national and the court has affirmed the chairmanship of Isaac? Does it mean that if one person stands up tomorrow and declares himself as governor of the state, he will be referred to as a factional governor? Please. APC, it says, please learn. APC has said that the party is not going to be on the ballot. So whatever Chioma and his co-travelers chooses to do is to further embarrass themselves and nothing more. And that's coming from Precious Alex Onu. All right, information just reaching me is that we have to go pay some bills, you know. There is a live appearance soon to come, very soon, so just stick around and we may not be able to come back to the platform just yet. So In case we're not able to come back, the platform has been a production of our news department put together by Chinedu Iwuna. I am Wealth Wilson. Do not forget, take responsibility, wash your hands frequently with soap on the running water to avoid the spread of coronavirus. I am Wealth Wilson, and as I said, do take care of yourself and stay tuned. We have great programs coming up next and a live appearance soon.
Talk radio. I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
Talk radio. I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
This is Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt, voice of the people.
Fire incidents have become a regular occurrence, with thousands of lives and millions of properties lost every year in this country. Hardly a day passes without news of a fire outbreak in some part of the country, causing fear and panic among the people. Needless to say, we need to remind ourselves of the possibility of an outbreak at any time. This is what is likely to prevent us from being taken by surprise. Always put off appliances when not in use. Do not overload electrical sockets. Fuel your generator before, not when in use. Avoid fixing electrical faults personally when you apparently do not have the skill. Keep the candle on a candle stand.
It takes only a minute for a fire to get out of hand. In case of a fire outbreak, please call the fire service hotline 070-315-221-99. This message is brought to you by your premium talk radio station, Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt, voice of the people.
Once again, good evening, and I am Wealth Wilson. As I told you, we'll be having a live appearance. We have representatives from Pips Global Trading Company, Chidi Bernard and Walter Nedozi. Good evening to you.
Hi, our presenter. Good evening. Good evening, listeners.
All right, you're welcome. Now, first of all, Pips Global Company, what's it about?
Yep. Pips Global is now a household name with regards to Forex training. At least in
Forex training.
Yes, Forex.
Training and trading, or just training?
Training mainly.
Okay.
Training, yeah.
Okay.
So Pips Global is an educational platform that equips our clients with needed skill set. So we equip our clients with needed skill set to navigate this largest financial market in the world called Forex. And as a financial ocean, you need to know how to swim in this ocean. And Pips Global is here to teach you how to do that. And as a result of that, we are having a seminar tomorrow whereby we want to really let our listeners have an idea of what they need to do to be part of this so that they can be trained.
All right.
And at this point, I want to really emphasize that Pips Global, we don't manage your fund for you, but we teach you skill set that will help you manage your fund and have the 100% of your profit and not just a partial profit.
All right, since you've mentioned that you're majorly focused on training, right?
Yep.
So what tools do you have available that makes you stand out or helps for effective trading, especially when you're training people?
That's a good question. To my listeners, I would like you to have a biro and pen ready because I will give you a code that you need to send across so that you will get enough detail because I will not be able to say everything over the radio.
Okay.
Now, in Pips Global, our main aim is to give people financial emancipation through Forex training, financial freedom. A lot of people are not free financially, stress here and there. People are not able to pay their bills. So there is need for you to really make use of this lucrative industry called Forex. And in Forex, it is it's a business that is highly liquid. Not less than $5.3 trillion on daily basis that take you by the hands and mentor you so that you'll be able to navigate this financial market.
For how long?
at least 6 months, but we have executive program that runs for just 3 weeks.
So is 3 weeks enough for anyone to be able to trade comfortably?
We will compress the whole thing, and within 3 weeks, people have done it, you can equally do it. But if you can't do it in 3 weeks, then you go through the whole curriculum of the 6 months.
6 months trading.
But what I want to say is that you really need to send mentorship to this number, 0703 2817 074. I repeat, 0703 281 7074. By the time you send mentorship to this number, we'll be able to give you detail and also make our plans for your participation. Another tool that we use is what we call learning and earning. By the time you enroll into this academy, we will give you opportunity to leverage on our experience. We will send you signal on daily basis, so that this signal, you can use it to trade on your own.
Okay.
We'll teach you how to modify. We'll teach you how to trade. We'll teach you when the trend is going up, it's an opportunity for you to buy. When the trend is going down, it's an opportunity for you to sell, just to give you a support and soft landing as a student.
All right.
Otherwise, we should have commercialized the signal. But we say that it is earning and learning. As you're learning, you will be making some earning, which most of the companies do. They will just be trading for you. But you are to do the training.
Okay.
And that is our unique selling point, to teach people to be able to navigate. Even my colleague that is here, he was once a student and now he's an educator. He's our ambassador. So we have many people in this Port Harcourt who are just like our ambassadors. They will tell you more about Pips Global. So this is an important way to start the year. The year is still young. Today is around 27. So you can still make a financial plan so that you can have financial freedom. Only send mentorship to this number, 0703 2817 074.
All right, let's get to hear from you now. He's talked about the tools used in trading, right? And, a lot of people are still not very convinced because there are lots of trading outfits like this, trading and even training outfits. So what makes Pips Global stand out? I mean...
Okay, good morning, good evening, presenter, actually, and evening to our listener there home. Okay, Pips Global actually is an academy that can equip you effectively to navigate the world's largest market. I was once a student. I'm still learning. Okay.
How long did it take you?
Yes, actually, I'm still learning, but now I think I've been with Pips Global. My being in Forex is just less than 1 year. I've been less than 1 year in Forex, okay? And I started with Pips Global. That was last year during COVID-19. I came in, with the passion that I want to get this thing. And I started learning. And one good thing about them, they have good, educators. We call them educators. I don't call them lecturers, okay? And, they can take you by the hand and teach you, show you how to go about it. And that is one of the things that really, made me. And today, I will tell you, frankly speaking, that actually not only, learning, but now I can teach people. I have students that I'm teaching both in Port Harcourt, outside Port Harcourt, and I trade Forex by myself, all in courtesy of what I got from Pips Global Trading Company.
All right. Now, a last question before I allow you give your number and, what numbers they would be texting to.
Yep.
The last one. Now, after the students graduates,
right?
Let's say 3 weeks, 6 months.
Yep.
Will Pips Global still continue to send in signals to them, or you're now left to swim the big ocean yourself?
The thing is that within the period of you being under us, studying and learning, we'll be sending you those signals. And the signals, as long as you can access our platform, you can have those signals. So whether you have graduated or whether you are still
learning,
you are still learning. As
Mm-hmm.
long as you have access to our platform, you can always make use of the signal.
Okay.
And our platform is always there as long as you pay subscription. But the basic thing is that I want to let our listeners know that when you get this skill set, it is your mental property.
All right, sorry. Let's quickly backtrack. You said pay subscription.
Yep.
All right, so how much would that be?
The subscription that you are to pay, we don't like calling money over the air.
Oh, okay.
You know, that some of your colleagues
that would be confidential.
Yes. But even in DSTV, any company that has platform.
So there are different packages.
Yes, exactly. There are different packages. But what I want our listeners to understand is that enough of the financial stress that we have nowadays, to the point that they say that we are the poverty capital of the world. We really need to do something about that. And now you need to be trained, because every big boy under the sun, they're operating in Forex. Name it, every big boy. And if all these guys are in Forex, the banks are in Forex, their treasury departments are in Forex, something must be happening in Forex. And I and you now have been given an opportunity as individuals to trade Forex. And we are called retailers. So I am encouraging every man that wants to have a passive income. Passive income is income you make while you are sleeping. A lot of people depend only on linear income, which is employment, which ought not to be. So I am encouraging every listener, take this number down and send mentorship to it. 070-328-17074. So I just want to make sure that none of us suffers financial stress this year again. All
mentorship
you need to do,
to the number?
Yes, mentorship to this number, 0703-2817-074. By the time you do it, we pick it up from there and give you more information.
Okay, all right. Since you said they would be giving more information, I was going to ask what days at the seminar, or is it just a day?
Yeah, the seminar comes up tomorrow. It comes up tomorrow, but the venue and most importantly, when people are coming, we expect them to come with their nose mask. Okay. They will give you other details. But I want to let each and every one of you that is listening that it is always good to really get informed in everything that you're doing, because we know that information is power. But in Pips Global, we say financial information is financial power. And that is why you to identify with Pips Global and in this seminar and get the information that will really give you leverage over others. And all that you need to do is to send mentorship to this number, 070-328-17074. 0703-2817-074. And you'll be glad you did.
All right, thank you very much. Pips Global is a trading company. All right, Pips Global is a trading company where you get to learn how to trade, and I think you wouldn't want to regret it. All you have to do is send in mentorship to the number 0703-281-7074 if you want to be part of the seminar tomorrow. Thank you very much,
Thank you, my presenter.
Bernard and
Thank
Walter.
you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, listeners.
All right, just stay tuned as Waiting to Happen comes up next with Pastor Talking Drum.
Stand, greet.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. You're welcome to Jagbajantis High School.